There's not a lot of firsts that you get to be like in stuff like sports, like football and things like that. Even in high school existed how long? We don't even know, do we? But all them jerseys on the wall that's been retired, all the NFL cats that have came through here, guess what? Ain't now one of them had the ability to say that they want a state title. Nobody had that privilege. Guess what? We got that opportunity. So, we plan on making good on it. Before we get rolling too far, anybody got a testimony they want to share? Anything happened? Anything, man, over the last week that's happened that we want to share? You know what I mean? That you think, that you thank God for, but also you think might be a blessing to your teammate. Let's go, baby. Yeah. Y'all know for sure, man, when did you get that concussion? First day, against the team we playing this week, right? So, Eastern View, and I remember when we got the concussion, I saw it when they happened on the play, I was like, that's a concussion. As soon as he made the hit. And he was out for, how many weeks you missed? You missed all of them for, you came back game, what, 9?
Yeah.
So he missed 8 weeks, man. And couldn't seem to get right. Then, thank God he prayed and next thing you know, he back out on the field, man. So, hey, man, look, let's clap for that again. And guess what? He's definitely been an asset. You know what I mean? It's great to have him back because he can't start out there. You know what I'm saying? So, thank God for what he did for him, man. And guess what? He can do the same if something ever happened to you. We will pray not to. We will pray everybody stay healthy and nothing happens. But we thank God for it. Look, real quick. The question of the day, man, is can you believe? Can you really believe? A state title is a big thing. And to be truthful, everybody don't believe. Some people hope. Some people said that would be nice, right? But the difference is, do you really believe? There's a Bible verse I want to read. And Jesus was talking to a man, and it's in Matthew 17. It's also in Mark chapter 9. If you put that in your mental Rolodex to go and check out. And there was a man that came to Jesus, right? And he said, look, I got a son that's a lunatic. He said he often falls in the fire. He falls in the water. He says that I brought him to your disciples. They couldn't fix it. He's a lunatic. Well, sometimes, we got lunatics on the team. Anybody think they're lunatics? Well, if you keep doing the same thing over, he kept falling in the fire, he kept falling in the water. If you keep doing the same dumb thing over and over again, keep failing the same class, keep messing up the same assignment, keep messing up on the same place, keep messing up in the same situation, guess what? You just might be a lunatic. But on the other side of that, the father was praying and Jesus made a statement to him. He said, if you would only believe. And that was an interesting statement because the father had another response. He said, I believe, but help my unbelief. Do you believe it's possible to believe and not believe at the same time? Some say no, some say yes. Every day. You can believe. And the truth is, you can believe and not believe at the same time. A lot of times for us, we can believe it maybe for somebody else, but can you believe it for yourself? See, we can get on the field on Friday night, and guess what? You might believe that Kale can make it happen. If Kale get the ball, he will score. You can believe if Junior get the ball, he will score. You can believe, guess what? If the ball in the air, Tyshawn in the air, he gonna pick it. You can believe, okay, well, we got big BT on the D-line, and he gonna make that play. But the problem is sometimes we can believe it for somebody else, but do you believe it for yourself? Do you believe if you're given that opportunity, if you have that thing, that change, do you believe that it'll happen for you? Are you confident that if I get an opportunity, I'm going to capitalize on it? Or are you confident in just the opportunity if it comes for your teammate, or if it comes for somebody else, or they will be all right, they'll get it, they'll make it happen? But the truth is, for what you want to do over the next few weeks, as far as the state championship, what you want to do over the next few years in your life or the rest of your life, the truth is, you got to believe. Guess what? If you don't believe it, it won't happen. You know, it's an old saying with receivers. If you're afraid to drop it, then you're afraid to catch it. If you're afraid to drop it, you're afraid to catch it. What does that mean? If you are afraid of the opportunity, if you are afraid to be in the spotlight, if you're afraid of the stage and the pressure, if you're afraid to drop it, then you're afraid to catch it. You won't extend yourself, and you won't be able to push yourself in the middle of the opportunity. The daddy said, I believe, but help my unbelief. Your unbelief affects other people. Notice I said the sun what? Often falls in the water, often falls in the fire, right? Two contradictory things. Water and fire are opposites, right? Well, the issues with the son was a direct reflection of the father. Why? Because the father said what? I believe, but help my unbelief. So the father's contrary and contradictory way of thinking, sometimes you believe, sometimes you don't. You believe this, you don't believe that. But guess what? It played over into the son, who also, sometimes he was in the fire, sometimes he was in the water. Sometimes in the fire, sometimes he was in the water. Understand that your unbelief can be infectious. So guess what? You know, sometimes we talk about the sideline, right? And things can go on in the game and the sideline can get down, right? Guess what? Your unbelief can affect those closest to you. Can you believe? Can you believe when your opportunity comes that you will be able to capitalize? Or do you believe that it's okay for somebody else? Do you believe if you go down that you can come back? Do you believe if something goes wrong, you can make it? If Kale gets tired and he needs to come out, if Bigelow gets tired or just a little something, he needs to get taped up, and now it's time for you to step in and do your role, do you actually believe that you can handle it? You know, sometimes you hear the statement, am I my brother's keeper? But in order to be your brother's keeper, you got to believe. You got to believe. If something happens and Wood come out the game, we still believe. You know, I've learned to play, that we have comfort in sports, right? And I remember playing football, and you have a certain comfort, right, with people in the huddle. There's a certain comfort that you have when you go in the huddle and you know Wood there. Am I wrong? It's just a certain comfort that you trust him, you know what he's going to do. You you understand that he understands he's going to get it done. There's a certain comfort that you have as a quarterback of knowing that you got Keyshawn over here. You know what I'm saying? And you got Reed or you got Tyke. There's a certain comfort versus if we had maybe someone else. We can develop, man, a comfort and a confidence and a belief. But the key is, can all of us have that same belief at the same time? Can we be unified in that? You know, the Bible says unity produces the commanded blessing, meaning that if we all on the same page and we believe the same thing, then guess what? The commanded blessing of God is in that. If we're working together in unity, we're on the same page, believing the same thing, thinking the same thing, guess what? We can win. We can win at anything. But we have to conquer the unbelief. I don't care if you're just coming up from JV and you ain't played in a varsity game all year long. If you believe, and you believe what God has put in you, you have an ability. You have a unique ability. We all have gifts. God has given us all gifts. He said he gives gifts to all men, you know what I mean? And he don't take them back. He gives to you liberally. He gives you a gift. And guess what? You have it. The thing is, you have to believe in the gift that he's put in you. It's unique. Jake ain't baby Tyler. Jake is Jake. You know what I mean? Ben is Ben. Ben ain't Tyke. Ben ain't Austin. You know what I mean? Austin ain't Junior. Everybody is different. But you have to believe in what God has put in you. When your time comes, you have to trust God that, okay, you know what? This is my moment, and I'm going to capitalize on it. Not just for me, but for my team, for my brothers. Does that mean that you, now, when we talk about belief and unbelief, does fear mean, or being nervous mean that you don't believe? No, because being courageous doesn't mean the absence of fear. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage means that fear will not stop you from going forward. If you get pulled out of your position, you get put somewhere that you ain't never played before. Guess what? Courage means, it doesn't mean that I'm not nervous about being out here, but what I understand is that nervousness will not stop me. And if I'm here, somebody seeing the ability in me, I know I got the ability in me, and guess what? I'm going to perform. But for us now, this is week 1 of 5 weeks. This is the beginning. Every opportunity, you have to believe in what God put in you. Now, don't just believe in the stars. Don't just believe in who's supposed to be the stars of the team. But you got to believe in what God put in you. And even those that may be stars, and even those that may be the ones you see in the paper all the time, guess what? They got weight on their shoulders too. Because the difference is they have to deal with expectation. There's something that comes with that. To much is given, much is required. So we also have to look at that there's expectation on us when you do step up. You know, I'm just using this example. Last week, Kel had a tough game, right? But it's tougher because he has expectation on him. Because we depend on him. You know what I mean? People expect him not to mess up. People expect him not to fail. People expect him not to have a tough moment. So just because, you know, just that alone carries a weight. But you got to be ready for that yourself. You can't ask for offers. You can't ask for the limelight. You can't ask for the fame and then be scared of what comes with it. That's the biggest thing. It ain't so much playing the game. The game is fun, but can you handle the expectation? Guess what? As a team, we have an expectation. Over the last 2 years, we've built, people expect us to show up and show up, right? They expect us to show up and they expect us to dominate. That's the expectation. We ain't back down from that. We believe we should too. But now we're getting into unfamiliar territory. Now we made it to the second round last year, right? But that ain't good enough. That ain't good enough. I remember, y'all that played last year, do y'all remember how that felt? I remember watching Ziggy on the field after the game. Is Ziggy in here? He in here? But I remember seeing him crying on the field. It was hard to get him off the field. We're going into unfamiliar territory. Can we believe that we can win it all? Do we believe, or do we believe that's just for Hollis Spring? That we can set a dynasty here? Do we believe, yeah, we're pretty good, but, that's for Springs, that's for Phoebes. You know what I mean? Ryan and them, they don't want it. Can you believe to do something that's never been done? Can you believe that? What's your unbelief? Look, y'all know me, but I'm the first to do a lot of things in my family. Guess what? Can you believe to be the first in yours? Can you believe to be the first in Huguenot history to win a state championship? Can you believe to be the first one, if you don't have it, to go to college? Can you believe the first one to own your own business? Can you believe to be the first one to be the first millionaire? Can you believe to be the first billionaire? Can you believe those things? Or are we like that man in the story? Well, I believe, but help my unbelief. I believe some of it, and I believe he can do it, but I really don't know if I can. So the lock in this week and going into tomorrow is to ask yourself before you get on that field, what do you believe? It's funny, I got this hat on and God just dropped this in my spirit. But something funny that happened. I was looking at highlights from my game last week, right? And I saw Junior catch a touchdown and it just came to me. And Junior got in the camera and said, I am the one. Ain't that what you said? Or I am him, or something like that, right? What you say, Junior? Huh? He said, he went to the camera this morning and said, I'm really him. I'm really him. That is a confidence. That is a belief. He didn't say, I might be him. He said, no, I'm really him. Guess what? He didn't have to battle back for more than probably anybody else in here. I didn't coach Junior since life, starting as an 8th grader on the national team. But he'd have been through 2 ACL surgeries. And the man get on the field, do his thing, and walk up to the camera and say, I am him. Guess what? There ain't no doubt. That's what we need from every single person on this roster. Whether it's on that field, whether it's walking the hall, whether it's the classroom assignment, whether it's dealing with people outside of school, you have to know that you are the one. That was a mindset I always had in school. I would implore you to gain it. I would encourage you to gain it. I'm not average at nothing. That's my belief. My wife right now, she can tell you, I really don't feel like there's nothing I can't do. Guess what? The Bible says with man, yeah, it's impossible. But with God, all things are possible. I believe that. And God has been too good to me in my life where the way things have came in my life, I can't doubt that. I really believe it. I'm not average, and you're not average. That's why we don't take C's and stuff like that. Average is just the top of the bottom. That's all average is. It's the top of the bottom. I'm not average at nothing. I'm not average at checkers. I'm not average at video games. I ain't average at cards. I ain't average at dancing. I ain't average at 2K, Madden, NCAA. I ain't average at nothing. I ain't average at school. Nothing about me is average. I'm not average in business. I'm not average as a husband. I'm not average as a father. I'm not average. Average just don't fit me. I'm elite in whatever I do. I believe in an excellent life. I'm going to stand out. Not average in football. I ain't average in basketball. I ain't average in soccer, golf, tic-tac-toe, whatever you call it. But you have to put yourself on that level. I believe I'm going to win at everything. And if I don't win, I learn the lesson so the next time I win. I don't want any of you to doubt yourself. And sometimes older people can beat down your dreams. Look, don't be mad at the older people. They think they're giving you good advice. You're talking about winning a state championship. You're talking about owning your own business one day. You're talking about having money. All of a sudden, people are coming rain on your parade and say, "Yeah, that's nice, but it's going to take a lot to do that." They think they're telling you not to set you up. You don't want to disappoint yourself. I'm going to disappoint myself if I don't try. I'm going to disappoint myself if I dumb myself down. People will tell you that lie. I had people tell me that, guess what? Yeah, I remember having a lady tell me when I was dead broke, and me and my wife were staying in the projects in Petersburg. You know what I'm saying? I had a dream board, a vision board, right? And some of y'all older folks know what that vision board is. I don't know if some of you young guys, y'all been in church and stuff, but I encourage you to get one. A vision board is a board where you put the things that you want to acquire or want to be. And you cut out pictures and stuff. I went in like different magazines and cut out stuff, and I want this, and I see that, I see that, I see that. The Bible has a verse that says, write the vision and make it plain, so that those that see it will be able to take it and run with it. Well, you have to write the vision for your life. So if you got something you want to be, cut it out, put it up, put it on your wall, write it, get a board, get something where you can see it every day, and then work towards it. I had a lady tell me, "Oh, that's nice. I was working for the state. I was fresh out of college. That's nice. Everybody had those dreams. I'm in work printing off pictures of houses and cars and stuff like that. I had this Benz I put on there, this house and stuff. I want this, I want that." And she was like, "Yeah, you better stick with this job and take care of the kids and get them benefits and do this, that, and the other." And I said, "No, this is my dream. This is what I'm going to do." And she said, "Yeah, we all had dreams." You know what I said? Hey, I said, "Look, you had a dream, and when it didn't work, you stopped. My dream, if it don't work, I'm one step closer to the way that we. I found out one more way that won't work, but I'm closer to the one that will work. Ain't no quit in life." So, as we go forward, tomorrow, believe. If you got a dream of winning, guess what? Put it up. Believe. If you believe that you can perform and you going to actually do A, B, and C, then, hey, believe it. If the opportunity comes, believe it. We used to, I've never done it here, but I used to have my linemen over at Life, and this was even pre-BT, but, well, not what pre-BT, you were there, but you won't play. But they would have to text me what they would do in the game. Well, I'm going to have 6 pancakes, and I'm not going to give up a sack, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. And I was working with D-line, and they would have to text me, well, I'm going to have 4 tackles, at least 2 for a loss, and 1 sack. This and that. Give me a realistic goal. Write it down. Then I can hold you accountable to it. You know what you said. You know what you believe. Now go get it. You don't think that worked? Michael Jordan had a formula too. Michael Jordan said, we talk about Michael Jordan being the greatest basketball player ever and how he averaged 30-some points a game. Michael Jordan's philosophy was this. He said, if I can hit 3 baskets a quarter and I know I'm going to get to the free throw line, I can average 25, 30 points a night. That was his formula. If I can hit 3 shots a quarter, and I know I'm going to get to the free throw line or something, but I just need 3 per quarter. And if I get 4 or 5 free throws, I'm at 30 a night. Simple. Gonna break it down. So break your life down. Break this game down. Break what we gonna do down. Set yourself up, man. So all I wanted to hit with tonight was, man, I know we believe, but look, ask God to help your your unbelief as it pertains to this team, as it pertains to your life. When the opportunity comes, know that you're ready. Know that you're ready. Know that you're ready. If something was to happen to somebody in front of you, guess what? I believe that I'm not going to miss a beat. If a receiver go down, whoever come back next is going to be just as good. Guess what? You got to believe it. So can I challenge you to believe? Can you really believe? Can you get over your unbelief? Well, if you can get over your unbelief, guess what? We're going to want to stick tight. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. Trust God with it. It's going to happen. Guess what? If you can get over your unbelief, you're going to win in life. You're going to win in life. Because you're going to realize in life, the only person that's standing between you and what you want to achieve is you. It ain't the man. It ain't the system. The only one in the way is you. And your focus. And your dedication. And your belief. When you get you out of the way, everything you want, I guarantee you, it will fall in your hand. It's going to be a beautiful thing. It's going to be a beautiful day. All right, fellas? Yes, sir. All right, so look, we're going to get up out of here. Who's going to pray us out today? Who's going to pray us out today? Last time we had Jamal and Junior. Huh? You can't volunteer. I ain't gonna volunteer. You volunteer yourself. Everybody up. Come on, Jamal. Go there, Steve. Hey, look, y'all always remember, man, when you pray, don't get wrapped up in all that extra stuff, man. You talk to God in your way, for real. You got your own relationship with God. So when you talk to God, man, when you're in prayer, you basically saying, man, what you desire. If you desire for everybody to be healthy, everybody to be on the same page, one goal, for everybody's safety and just to go forward, man, and achieve great things. And you just say on your heart, man, what's really on your heart. You know what I'm saying? It ain't, trust me, it ain't no unique formula to it. You talk to God, it's like you talk to God, and I implore you to do it more often. You feel me? So don't get wrapped up in thinking you need some special title or formula to talk to God. You can talk to God anytime you get ready. When you talk, guess what? God talks to me different than he talks to you. So, yeah, on that, let's go.
Father God, I want to thank you for bringing us here for another day and letting Coach Matt teach us more of your word. And I pray that you let everybody in this room get good rest tonight and that prepare everybody for the game tomorrow night.